Hi guys, welcome back to the Scrap Zone and welcome to my completed COVID-19 little book here. So this is an 8x6 album, and if you want to see more details on this album, check out the video down below, video 1. This is video 2, and I go through a little bit more detail. And you also get my perspective from last year, because this has been a full year, so we're in year number 2, and I decided to come back to the book and complete the book. So I'm going to go quickly here because this was in the first video, and the only thing that I did here is I did add my journaling because I was concentrating on getting my pages and my pictures last year, and I did jot down a few notes as I was making my book, but I didn't complete the journaling. So I did come back and I did do some of that. And I brought in these little brackets here, these are just thin cuts, and I find that they're really, really nice when you use them for 6x8 albums. And if you don't want to take out your Cricut at this point because you're just doing the journaling, I found that this worked really, really well. So let's go quickly here. So this was the way the book was designed. It started at the very beginning, day by day, because everything was changing really quickly. And then we hit the week by week. And for the week by week, you have a little COVID symbol, if you want. That was done in Design Space. So you've got week 1 to week 10. And I'll get to that in a minute. And then after week 10, I move to the months. So you've got from June to December. So quickly here, I'm going to flip through and just kind of showing you that I did do a little bit of journaling. Not a lot. It's basically just journaling prompts to help me remember certain things. And this is about the time in the book, or in that whole year last year, that it kind of hit a wall. And it was getting long. It was getting kind of sad. There was a lot of deaths. We weren't seeing a lot of people. So I kind of stopped right here. But COVID didn't stop right here. So it kept on going. So that's why I decided to change it up here and finish the book by month. So here is the month of June. And this was my husband's birthday. And I remember kind of looking through my phone for pictures. I'm like, I don't have pictures of his birthday. Well, because it wasn't a normal birthday. It was a COVID birthday. Here was the reopening of phase 2, because we've been in constant lockdowns here in my province, and we all needed haircuts, much needed haircuts. Here in August, my oldest turned 20. Not exactly the birthday we thought, but hey, it was a COVID birthday. And my little one did go and self-isolated in a cabin with grandma for a week. That's quite a story in itself. And then she turned sweet 16 during COVID. So again, not the celebration we thought we were going to have. Halloween was canceled. So we brought the treats to my little nieces, which I think they kind of liked. I really hope that we go back to regular trick-or-treating. And in November, I was feeling pretty stressed out and overwhelmed and doing a lot of acupuncture and trying to stay sane. So that was documented. And then we finish it off with December. And in December here, my 2 little ones, or big ones now, they've been taking pictures with Santa Pierre for years. So not having my Christmas present, because this is a present that they give me every Christmas, I was pretty sad, but we ended up going to the mall to do a quick little in and out, and there was a standee of him right there. So I thought, okay, this has to be documented. And we finished it off with a very quiet Christmas with the 4 of us. And their shirts here say Christmas 2020, stink, stank, stunk, which a lot of you can relate, I am sure. So this is my last page, and again, I don't have a full picture here. I'm kind of waiting for us to all have our vaccines, which is probably going to come in June. So this is the completion of this book, and if you're interested in the project, I will list that down below. It comes with a journaling aid, so it starts, as I mentioned, by week, and then it starts by day and then by week, and then it's going to finish off by month. I will update this file, and I will also update the Cricut Design Space file to include all of these months and all the way up to week number 10. So my recommendation is to pull out a calendar and kind of number the way you want to put your book together. And a year later, it's a lot easier because there's a lot of information that you can find on Google, and it did help me make my book. So I did use these stamps here, and although they're no longer available, a lot of you probably have these or have something similar, or stickers or anything like that, because there's a lot of that now. And I did use this paper pack here is a mix-in paper pack, so it's 6 sheets. I was very frugal when I kind of cut the guide, or cut the paper, I should say. And a custom combo cardstock of 12 sheets of cardstock. And this will kind of help you with the supplies if you want to know what kind of supplies you need to create this book. Now, this book kind of finishes in December, and it kind of helped me continue on in this little book right here. So this little book, if you haven't seen it, is my 52 weeks project. And because we weren't traveling, seeing people, I really didn't know what to scrapbook this year. So I kind of went on a 52-week project with some of my VIP customers, and we are documenting our year 1 week at a time. So the concept is you take pictures during the week and you use your favorite picture, and then you just document it with a little bit of journaling, and you just go on with your creative journey of documenting your story. There's little half pages here for each of the months, which I do a little recap, but this kind of came about from the little COVID book. So I'm kind of liking this little documenting of events, and I'm definitely going to finish off here this book with a picture very, very soon. If you want to see how the Cricut Design Space file was created, and you see all of these cute little images here, I'm saying that they're cute, but you know, it is a little COVID image. I'm going to show you the Cricut Design Space file and how I separated all of the images so that it doesn't become overwhelming when you cut this project. Let's jump into the Cricut Design Space file. Now, this is the first image you're going to see, and when you hit the Customize button, this is how you can customize how you want to cut this project. Now, this is a pretty heavy project, as you can see. Look at all of the images here. One thing that I do like to do is I like to collapse all of the groups. So you will notice in this file that I've grouped everything together by page, just to make it a little bit easier for you to find your way. Now, if we click on this one here, let's zoom in here at the bottom left corner. And this is page number 1, very easy to recognize. And then you've got page number 2, and then so on and so forth. Page number 3, 4. Here's where you see all of those little Cricut image that are sliced with the week. In the month of March was my birthday, so I've got that grouping here. Might not be your birthday month. And then it continues on all the way down to week number 10. In this row here is where you will find all of the months. So from June to December, again, those were all sliced and they're all ready for you to just go. And if I move over here to the side, I even have one for Christmas. And of course, the last page. This is a bonus group here because I didn't quarantine, but you might have because that's your story. And here is just an extra little set so that you can create your very own. And if you watch my first video, which I will link at the end, I show you how to slice and create your personal number system or whatever you need to tell your story. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you want to see last year's perspective on my COVID-19 story, click this video right on top. And if you're interested in my 52-week project, it's the second one here down below. Have yourself a fantastic day.